Hello, my name is Aram Weintraub. I'm your student's middle school math teacher this year. There's a picture of me in the corner there. It's from 10 years ago, but I assure you I look exactly the same. First, I'm going to give you my contact information. Then I'll tell you a bit about the class, and then finish up telling you a little bit about myself and how I approach being a math teacher. So my email address is my first and last name at vanisd.org. So that's aram.weintraub at vanisd.org. And my office hours are from 9:35 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then again from 3:15 to 4:05 p.m. I really do encourage everyone to reach out to me if you have any questions or comments or concerns. It's important to me that you know that I'm available to you to address anything that might come up. You can do that by simply dropping into the Zoom room. You can get the link from your child's Canvas page so that we can have a conversation, because that Zoom room will be open. Or you can email me and we can set up a time in advance. I can give you the Zoom link through email also. You can email me and give me your phone number, and I can give you a call back if that's the way you'd like to do it instead of bothering with Zoom. You can do all those things. I'm very much available to you. It's important to me that you reach out if there's something you'd like to talk about. With regards to the class, there's really 4 parts to the class. The first one is Canvas. Then there's Zoom, of course. Then there's CK12. Then there's Jump Rope. So on Canvas, that's where I'm going to be posting all of the due dates so that you can see when things are due in the Canvas calendar. I will also have videos much like this one using a program called Explain Everything on my iPad using an Apple Pencil. This is the way your students will experience a portion of their class during Zoom, but it's also something that I can record in advance and put up so that people have access to the content that I deliver, even if they can't make it to Zoom, or if they do make it to Zoom and want to review it. They can watch me do math using my iPad, and they can find those videos on Canvas. The Zoom classes are about 30 minutes long. I don't want them to go much more than 30 minutes, at which point I will invite the student to stay if they'd like, but also offer them to leave if they think they're prepared. I do hope to see everyone in the Zoom classes, but I understand during this distance learning that can be a little bit difficult. You can always rely on Canvas to get all the material that I would have delivered in the Zoom class. The third part of the course is CK12. CK12 is a website that I've given them an account for, and it's where I'll be assigning work for them to turn in and for them to use as a reference. CK12 is an absolutely fantastic resource that I'm thrilled to use this year. I think it's going to be really good for the students. I've been wanting to use it for years. I absolutely love it. The assignments that they do are in CK12, but I'm putting the assignments also in Canvas so that you can see them as deadlines, because I know that's important. But the work that they do and the reference material that they'll need will be in CK12, a website that they are already familiar with. The fourth part of the course is a system called Jump Rope, which we're using for our standards-based grading. And as a new teacher here, I'm still working on my understanding of Jump Rope. I'm familiar with standards-based grading. So the grading is a little bit of a work in progress right now. Suffice it to say that your students will be very clear on what I'm assessing them on, what their grades are based on, in the form of the obvious homework assignments that I give them, and practice tests, and cheat sheets that I give them, and they'll get lots of head up about what they're actually be grading and assessed on. But I've yet to work that into the jump rope system because this is my first year here, and I need just a little bit more time to figure it out. But within a couple weeks, that'll all be worked out, and it'll be much clearer how grades will be conveyed through jump rope.
This is curriculum night, so let's go over what we'll be covering this year. First, we'll be reviewing the essential skills from Math 1, some arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. Then ratios, proportions, and percents. Then the properties of rational numbers. Onto equations and inequalities. Then angles, shapes, area, and volume. Then finally, probability and statistics. I'd like to share with you 4 messages that I spent a few days emphasizing to my students. The first one is that STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, is a creative endeavor. That scientists and engineers make things, just like a musician makes music or an artist makes a painting or a sculpture. The second is that scientists should be civically minded, that scientists and engineers may be uniquely qualified to address some of the concerns of the community because we're trained to analyze problems and find solutions. The third is that there are unanswered questions in science, particularly physics, that need to be solved, and that doing so will have great impact on our civilization, and that perhaps some of the students in my rooms could be part of those solutions. Because the fourth message I give you and that I share with them is that many of my students are smarter than me, smarter than I was when I was their age, and will be smarter when they grow up than I am now. This is maybe what we call growth mindset, that what I can teach them is limited, but what they can learn is unlimited. And with those 4 messages, I can often encourage students to explore on their own and grow on their own to become the best students that they possibly can be. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation and look forward to meeting all of you at some time. Please feel free to reach out during my office hours or by email anytime, and have a nice day.